Hey, everyone, it's Coach Lois here. I'm back with a surprise, spontaneous special guest. I just met Vincent this past month in the podcast Profit Lab, and I'm so excited. Most of you guys saw my announcement. I'm now coaching with Jamie Atkinson as one of his coaches inside of the podcast Profit Lab, soon to be called Podcast Profit Academy. And I know most of you guys know that I had my life changed in 2020, and a lot of it I owe to launching my podcast. So I wanted to come here, invite my new friend Vincent, who's super excited because he's launching on Monday, his big day. So Vincent, tell us a little bit more about your story. Why did you want to launch this podcast? And tell us a little bit about your podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me here, Lois. Great pleasure here. And so I wanted to launch this podcast because mainly is to get access to all these like high level people that are in the industry. So a little bit about my story is like when I was like a few years ago, like when I was 27, it was one of the worst years of my life because my parents, they actually had like breast cancer and heart disease in the space of a few months. So watching them recover from the surgery, that only took like a few weeks, maybe a month at most. But like the side effects of that medication and all those kind of things, it took like many years. So that was very difficult to see. So and then like I came across some like my dad's business partner who told me like, hey, are we like doomed to have like all these illnesses? And that kind of like hit a light bulb for me because it's like if there was this saying that I believe it's Einstein, right, who said like if you keep doing the same things over and over and expecting different results, that's insanity. So I definitely didn't want the same outcome. So I went to look into like lifestyle choices, all the food that I'm eating, and all those kind of things. And turns out that there are so many like all these companies who are just into profits and they don't really care about what they put into the into the products. So that's when I realized like there's this group of people who are like into like natural products. They're into like eco-friendly, sustainable, and that's when I realized that, hey, I actually want to help this business. But at the time, I was actually an engineer. So I was kind of like doing some learning business on the side because I was already thinking about starting like going to online. So that's when I like totally put more effort into it, learning all about business, about marketing, about buyer psychology. And I realized that these companies, they actually have a lot of really good stories behind what they're doing, so which can be used for their marketing. So that's the idea of the podcast, is to share their stories and also share what are their how they are able to grow their business, especially during these times.
That is so cool. And I forgot to mention, guys, oh, by the way, he's in Indonesia, right? So it's Saturday there. Isn't that cool? Yeah. I love my global family. And so I know you have an amazing story. You're launching on Monday. What's it been like for this whole process and this experience that you've had inside of the podcast Profit Lab?
It gave me a lot of clarity because I'm not sure if you know this, but I've had this idea like to interview people to like gain access and have my own platform for a while. But at the time I was just kind of like doing it on my own. So I was just kind of lost, right? So I did some interviews in the past and then it just totally died off because I have no plans, no clue what I'm doing. But this time I really like everything is structured and there's help whenever I need to. I have a ton of questions that I've solved. Yeah, a ton of questions. But yeah, I mean the right now is really clear on like who's my audience, who's the direction that I'm going. So super excited about this.
I'm excited for you. And I know I remember I'll never forget it. The Friday before my launch in July last year, I was bawling like a baby. I was so excited. I was scared. I was exhausted. I don't think I slept for like a week. And I know that it was a huge turning point in my life. And I know that you've gotten so much clarity. You're going to knock it out of the park. You're prepared. You're ready to go. We want you guys to stay tuned. We're not going to share it yet because we don't want you to go there yet. Right, Vincent? We want you to go on Monday. We want you to subscribe, download his episodes, rate, and even more importantly, leave a review. So I'll be sharing that updated link on Monday inside of my YouTube channel. In this episode right now is going on YouTube Live, and I'll also put it in the comments of all the places that I'm streaming. So we want to support you in having a huge launch, because I want you to think about what are your goals, and I want you to share that. Like, I had that a capability because of this program, because of Jamie and his program. And I launched in the top 10 in like 3 countries, top 20 in 4. Changed my life, gave me so much confidence, and I was able to speak my truth that I've made 6 figures just through podcasting since July. And there's a lot of podcasters out there that don't make any money. They don't know what they're doing. So I'd like to know, what are your goals as a result of launching your podcast? Besides obviously sharing and inspiring and having a platform, speaking and all that, what are your goals?
Well, in terms of financial goals, I'm also aiming to get 6 figures out of the podcast. And of course, as I was saying as well, is one of my main goals is to get access to those higher level people with this platform.
Awesome. Oh, look, we have some friends, just so you know. Lisa, congratulations. She's my daughter's dance teacher and really amazing friend. We got David. These are all Southern California folks, and Adil in Pakistan. He's a huge fan of my podcast. And so, yes, David, it's Monday. Don't worry. You know, we have to wait. We can't have you go into his podcast too early. So please promise me, guys, you won't go there until Monday, because we want to get him in the top 200. But do you have like even a different goal? Like, do you want to get in the top 100, or what are your goals for that?
Yeah, top 200 is my goal. I have no idea like how easy or how difficult it is. So I just top 200 sounds good to me. So let's go with it.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, as we wrap it up here, Vincent, do you have any words of wisdom for people in the audience today?
Well, you should start your podcast too. This is super awesome.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. I just wanted to support Vincent here. He's one of our amazing podcast members, launching on Monday. He's a client in a program that I coach, and I'm super excited for you, Vincent. So stay tuned, guys. I'll share his link on Monday and not a moment sooner, and appreciate you guys supporting him so he can get in the top 200 and impact lives all over the world. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for tuning in.